Alright, so
Fasty,
we've
we're going to Mexico.
we've got a before that,
Oh,
we do have a couple more
yeah.
strangers that we can knock out. Like all those flowers I was gathering was for the Flowers for a Lady and also for the
Oh, yeah.
challenge. Uh, so I can't actually start that until Mexico. The next treasure hunt is in Mexico, and I mean I can work on those, the Master Hunter and Sharpshooter, but whatever. I'll go do Flowers for a Lady.
We'll get those ladies some flowers and head off to good old Mexico.
Yeah.
Leave these dang birds alone.
Gotta kill him. Sharpshooter. Got it. Alright, cool.
Plus, he missed so many when he was on the Gatling gun.
Yeah. Not due to lack of trying, though. Maybe a lack of effort, but not a lack of trying.
I'm hoping to make friends with a raven when I go back to Africa this year.
With a what?
A raven. There's these African ravens that are black and they look like they're wearing little white vests. They're very, very cool looking. I tried to make friends last time I was there by putting pizza crust out on the balcony of my room, but I think maybe I was too in the city. And none
Too
came.
much of a city slicker.
And the housekeeping, I think, took the pizza away.
Alright. Giving him flowers for him to give to his wife.
His definitely living wife.
Mm-hmm.
I moved an empty water bottle and it took forever to actually like settle. That's why if you heard a lot of weird vibrations a second ago,
Yeah,
that
I heard
was a
some
water
stuff.
bottle. It's like very slowly settling into place for some reason.
Look at how beautiful his wife is.
Oh, Annabelle. John's just like, well, yep.
No, you don't look at that.
I like that she still very clearly has a bustier on. Like she is wearing a, I guess, corset or bra. Like she's wearing something.
Yeah. Well, she's not a skeleton. She's still got skin.
True.
Good idea, Billy.
Yes, she does.
Going.
Well, you haven't had your tea. And Annabelle baked her special blackbird pie.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Billy. I must have forgot. I've got an appointment.
All
with
mummies
Planet
contain
Earth.
skeletons, though.
Nice to meet you.
But
Maybe
do all
that's-
skeletons contain mummies? Hmm?
No.
Oh.
Not at all. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Only
Yeah.
if you've got like a tiny mummified rat in the rib cage or something.
Yeah. You'd have to. You know, the person who became a skeleton would have to have eaten a mummy, a very small mummy, then died.
They used to do that, you know. There were like mummy-related elixirs, or mummy-containing elixirs and medicine. Because you know, the
Did Nigel
Egyptians were
West
so
Dickens
smart.
make them?
A mummy must heal you for some reason.
I think I actually do know what you're talking about.
There was also a paint color called Mummy Brown, which was made out of mummies.
Huh. Was it a...
It's like
Nice brown?
You know, imperialism did a whole bunch of fucking grave robbing, and
They're like, we've got all these fucking mummies. What are we gonna do with all of them?
yeah, we've already dug up these graves. Let's further humiliate these people's memories.
Of course.
I mean, plus it gives you a reason to snort mummy dust and be cool. So
Oh yeah.
Alright, so... This is another funny man at Pike's Basin. This is the hideout we did like a long time ago with Marshall Johnston and the other deputies.
Hey, it's the Grand Canyon. So majestic.
And there's bad guys afoot, and I'm not gonna stand for that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, but first, let's save the funny man. Because he's tied up again.
He can write all about it in his book.
this really isn't funny. He really fucks up a lot.
He does.
What are you doing down here?
That is kind of funny though. Okay. Well, he'll find his famous Dallas Cowboy soon enough.
Cigar? Let's get out of here.
Right.
Okay, so,
Oop, goodbye.
I won't be able to finish him off. Well, finish his missions off until sometime in Mexico.
Finish him off.
Finish him off, yeah. Okay, these guys are shooting me, and I don't appreciate that.
Oh, Ripley's going nuts.
I'm not sure where my cat ran off to.
It's got cat things to do.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This ends right here.
Oh, you knocked a head off. Good work. Good work.
Yeah, the hat physics in this game are just next level.
Wait,
And they're-
an
what?
upstanding. Wait, what did it say? They only report crimes after the first murder? What does that mean?
Like, if I steal somebody's horse, they're probably not going to report it. And if I shoot my
Okay.
gun in town, they might not report it, as long as I don't hit somebody.
Oh, that's just John Marston. Good guy, stealing our horse.
What a guy. He probably needs it for a reason.
Yeah, he saw some people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Use that horse.
common.
My horse will be famous, because John Marston will be riding it.
Like how you could steal people's cars in true crimes streets of LA because you were a cop.
And also, I think you could in LA Noire. But,
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Well, you put the badge up and be like, I need this car for this thing.
yeah.
I think
Also-
my favorite thing about LA Noire is still when the investigator calls the police helpline thing, and like they help him. It's like, I don't. Is that really how that worked? I'm just like, yeah, I'm a private eye. Give me all your police resources.
I never actually beat that game. 'Cause
It's great. You end up in the sewers with a flamethrower.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Maybe I should have beat that game. I think I was on Vice, but I mean, it was just the same thing every time. I just got bored of it.
Yeah, like I like LA Noire, but you don't really do anything different for most of it. It's pretty much the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah. That's kind of why I just got bored with it. Unlike this game where I'm doing something different over and over and over.
Okay.
Oh, Bluebird dead.
Back to Harry Potter and Red Dead Redemption. Chapter 3: Taming Horses and Dancing and Swearing. At Beecher's Hope. Hang on, I need some water.
The suspense is killing me.
Charles Potter was sitting on his chair outside of his house, sees Harry Ron getting out of the cab, and Charles hugs his grandson, Harry, and says to Ron, "You must be my grandson's best friend." Then Ron said, "Yes, I am. We've been friends since September 1st, 1991. And Harry said, "Ron, it been 9 years since me, you, and Hermione been friends, but he can't call her because he is at Hogwarts with Ginny," and said to his grandfather, "You have to tell me something." And Charles said, "Yes, my boy. You posed to be born on this farm." And Harry said, "I am posed to be an American," and faints.
We talked about 9/11 so much that when you said September, I thought it was going to be September
I
11th.
so did I. He was supposed to be a right side of the road driver.
Yeah, that's why he knows so much about it.
No.
In Harry's room, Harry wakes up, and Charles said, "Come, my boy, I'm going to teach you how to break horses." And Harry said, "Okay, grandfather," and gets dressed. He notices his clothes are gone, but replaced by a cowboy hat, a scorpion revolver, and a blue shirt, and brown cowboy boots, and a buffalo rifle, a bandolier, and blue pants. And Harry puts everything on and goes outside his bedroom. Sees Ron asleep and wakes him up, and Ron said, "Bloody hell, Harry." That reminds me I need to continue my fanfiction. I don't know. Outside, Harry and Ron walks out and sees Charles on a horse holding a lasso with 2 horses, and Harry sees a stallion and a bronco, and Charles said, "These are the horses you break," and Harry hops on the stallion, breaks the stallion, and Ron hops on the bronco and tries to break it, but he falls off, and Harry laughs, and Ron said, "Shut up, Harry." And Harry takes out his scorpion revolver, said, "Dance, Ron." Gunshot hits the floor. Then Ron gets back on the bronco and breaks the bronco. Jesus Christ.
So does
Meanwhile-
Harry hate Ron? Like,
Seems like it. Meanwhile, at Hogwarts, Ginny and Hermione are sitting right next to each. Then Errol fly by with a letter that reads, "Dear the Weasleys, we are fucking done. Be someone's bitch, so we are going United States of America to live on Charles Potter Farm outside of Boston. Love, Harry motherfucking James Potter. Ron motherfucking Bilious Weasley. P.S. It is Ron. It is swearing, not Harry." Then Ginny said, "Thank God it is Ron swearing." Next time on Harry and the Farmer. Charles takes Harry and Ron to McFarlane's ranch to herd cows to Beecher's Hope. I honestly... Okay, I don't... Fucking Poe's Law is in full effect here. Chapter 3, Cattle Drive and Meeting Uncle. At Beecher's Hope, Charles Potter woke up. Ron Weasley and Harry is taking a shower and got out the shower, got dressed, and Harry and Ron got on some horses to McFarlane's ranch. Then Charles said, "Look for a girl named Bonnie McFarlane in McFarlane's ranch." Harry and Ron went into general store and said to cashier, "I am looking for a girl named Bonnie McFarlane," and she said she is in Coral with the cows. Then Harry and Ron went into Coral, and Harry said, "I am looking for Bonnie McFarlane." And Bonnie said, "I am Bonnie McFarlane. Who are you?" And Harry said, "My grandfather Charles Potter sent me here to get cattle for his farm." And Bonnie said, "Fine. Did he told you what happened 2 weeks ago?" And Harry said, "What happened 2 weeks ago?" And Bonnie said, "I found Charles almost died in front of Fort Mercer. Then I took him to Armadillo to get some medicine." And Harry said, "Why was my grandfather lying almost died at Fort Mercer?" Then Bonnie said, he wanted to get redemption from Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela, and Dutch Vanderland." And Harry said, And Harry said, "Where was Bill Williamson?" And Bonnie said, "In Canada." And Charles found Javier Escuela and El Presidio, and Charles killed Dutch in tall trees on a fort. And I'd be happy to get you some cattle. Then Harry and Ron met 2 girls. They are both Canadians. They say, "Bonjour, I love America." Then one of the girls bent down and Ross saw some cleavage and got a boner. Then Harry and Ron got back. Okay, this is absolutely a joke. I hope. But also I hope not.
if it's a
Then
joke,
Harry-
it's a good joke.
Yeah. Then Harry and Ron got back to Beecher's Hope with the cattle, and Charles said, "Oh, Harry, I want to meet someone that is my brother named Uncle." And Harry said, "So is he my great uncle?" And Charles said yes. End of chapter 4.
That was it?
Yep. Well, I mean, when they're not talking about roads, the chapters are pretty short.
Yeah.
That other one I feel was either copied from the author's own school paper about the history of roads, or some sort of Wikipedia article. But the use of "furthermore" and "moreover" makes me think it's a school paper.
Harry is just very committed to his
Yeah.
knowledge of roads. Here's the guy who wants to go to California and seems to have lost his way.
Sam Odessa. Still out here? How's it going?
But wait, this isn't California at all. Shit.
This is New Austin. Mr. Mansion.
Man,
Mhm.
kind of like that. You all right out here?
Yeah.
You ain't too much closer to California.
Yeah, I
He's gonna change his name to John Mansion.
slow, a little bit predictable, a touch mundane, but these cacti are quite palatable.
I hope they are. Hey, listen. You need to find yourself a horse if you're gonna head west.
You know, a horse is a very noble creature. Do you ever hear the tale of the horse?
He fucks a cactus, doesn't he? That's how he dies, isn't it?
I think I missed that one.
I mean, we've had a guy who's fucking a dead body. We have a guy who was fucking a horse.
See,
I mean,
We have Tree
There-
from the cartoon.
yeah, yeah.
just
So we have the tree. So I mean, they're running out of options.
Ain't that complicated.
At some point in time, you gotta fuck that cactus.
John, just take this poor man to California.
The guy doesn't want the help.
Oh my god.
Alright, so we can meet. I think we can finish out we can finish out that guy completely before going to Mexico, but you have to wait for him to show up on the map again.
Chapter
Oh.
5. Saving an old dear friend and the Mexican standoff between the Bullard twins gang. Harry said, I met my great uncle, but where is my grandmother? And Charles said, follow me, and said to Ron, go everywhere you want to go. And Ron said, but, and Charles said, good day, sir. The end at the top of the hill right next to the barn. Charles shows Harry his grandmother grave, Rip, Doria Potter, May Black. And Harry said, my grandmother is a Black, and Charles said, not related to Sirius Black.
My grandmother
Emma
is a black?
said- No, well, okay, yes, but the name, it's the character whose last name is Black. Sirius Black.
I know.
The Blacks.
I know Harry Potter.
Alright, well, I'm just making sure that anyone who's watching, which is nobody, that Harry's not being racist.
Well, I mean,
In this particular fanfiction. I
Okay.
saw
He's not being
really
racist
fucked up
against
in it.
Americans this time.
Yeah.
The American race, obviously.
Then Emma said Ron is in Thieves' Landing capture, and Harry said, who's Emma? And Harry said, that is Ron Weasley. I go get him back. In Thieves' Landing, Harry has saved Ron from Bullard twins gang, and then Ron said, I want a gun, and Harry hands him a Cattleman revolver, and Ron said, you gave a sissy, mate, and Harry said, you are a sissy, and Harry pulls out another revolver. Then Harry said, this is the Lamat revolver, has power moderate, range moderate, rate of fire high, reload speed low, ammo capacity 9, ammo max 91. Then Ron said, then give me it then, mate. And Harry said, you want to be the hospital, Ron? And Ron said, no. And Harry said, so shut your daywalker mouth. What? Is that a fucking Blade reference?
when did Ron become a vampire?
And Harry said, let's make this Mexican standoff our bitch. I count to 1, 2, 3. Now Harry was doing dual weird with the Scorpion revolver and Lamat revolver, while Ron was hiding behind a barrel being a coward. Then Harry shot and killed Ike and Willie Bullard, and then Marshall Jefferson came in, said thanks, Mr. Potter, and Mr. Coward, and Ron said, I am Mr. Weasley, and Harry said, okay, Ron, and Ron said, yes, sir. Then the two friends headed back to Beecher's Hope. Next time, Ron cheats on Hermione with Emma.
No.
No.
Good. Fuck that pairing.
This person is a big Harmony shipper.
Do they say that in the author's notes?
Yes. In fact, let me read those.
Harry X Hermione OTP.
A Harmony fan knows his limitations. Know that Harry and Hermione belonged together before J.K. Rowling made it announced back in 2015. Does not give a fuck about the bad reviews. Supports Bughead. I don't know what that is.
Bughead?
Bughead.
I don't know what that is.
Nor do I.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Okay. Chapter 6. Emma the Stank and a Friend's Cheating. I am back. I could not think straight. Who ready for me to finish this at Blackwater Saloon? Harry was drinking because it is his 21st birthday, July 31st, 1999. Then... Oh, that's not right. Then Charles said, your friend... Wait. No, that is right. Okay, fine. Then Charles said, your friend is his room, sleeping with Miss Smith in his bed. And Harry said, I'm going to kick Ron's ass and get on his horse and rides to Beecher's Hope. Then when Harry got there, he saw Ron putting his dick in Emma's vagina, and Harry said, Ron Weasley, I'm going to kill you. And Ron said, Harry, get out of here. And Emma said, hi, Harry. And he said, Ron has a girlfriend, and get your French Canadian ass out of my house now. And Emma slaps Ron in the face and said, you are a pervert. I don't want to see you anymore. Puts on her shirt and pants and walks out the door. Then on the hill
But
right
not
next
her underwear.
No, no.
Then on the hill right next to Doria Potter grave, Ginny and Hermione and everyone from Hogwarts sees Emma walking out, and Ginny sees Harry coming out with a bra and a thong, and Harry said, Emma, you stink, you forgot your underwear. And Ginny said, did my boyfriend call that girl a stank? And Hermione said, yes, he did. Then Ron came out in his whitey tightly, and Hermione whistles. And Ron said, I don't want to be a virgin. And Harry said, you are not a virgin, but you are cheating. And Ron said, I didn't cheat. And Harry said, you cheat on Hermione with this stank. And Hermione said, my own boyfriend cheat on me. And Hermione was angry. Then Ron said, she is not a stank mate, and punches Harry in the face. Then Ginny said, he did not. Then Harry said, let's fight, Ronnie, and hits back to the best. Cause you're only a man, and a man's gotta learn to take it. Try to believe, though the getting is rough, that you gotta hang through tough and make it. History repeats itself, try and you'll succeed. Never doubt that you're the one, and you can have your dreams. You're the best around.
Is this in the thing?
Yes. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Thanks for your help, mister.
Fight till the end, cause your life will depend on the strength that you have inside you. Are you gonna be proud, staring out in the cloud, when the odds in the game defy you? Try your best to win them all, and one day time will tell. When you're the one that's standing there, you'll reach the final bell. I'm not good at singing, you guys.
That was wonderful.
It is better than the original version.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna ever bring you down. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. Inspiring guitar solo. You're the best around. It's gonna ever keep you down.
I don't even remember the context to this. Why is it suddenly playing this?
Because Ron and Harry are fighting.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
I didn't hear anything about a trading montage, so I'm also confused.
Gonna ever keep you down. Fight till you drop. Never stop. Can't give. I don't know how this part goes. Till you reach the top. Fight. You're the best in town. Fight. Listen to that sound. A little bit of all you got can never bring you down. You're the best around. Alright.
I didn't even know there was more to the song.
Then Harry punches Ron to the ground, and Ron gets a bloody nose. See you next time for the last enemy.
What?
Harry punched. There was the montage, and then Harry punched Ron.
Oh, so there was a montage. Oh, he trained to beat the shit out of Ron.
I don't know. I think it was actually Harry prepared to.
It was
punch Ron.
extremely slow phantom cam slow motion of him throwing one punch at Ron.
Yeah, there was a montage of that full song as Harry punched Ron.
Yeah. Chapter 7, The Last Enemy That Shall Be Destroyed. That features Hope. Charles.
Possible spoilers. There's possible spoilers.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I mean, granted, you already spoiled the whole ending in the first recording, so whatever.
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't watched it. Ha.
Okay, basically the spoiler happens, and then Harry and Ron sing Amazing Grace. That saved a wretch like...
What happened? What happened with the stank, though?
Charles walks into the workhouse to find his grandson working. He and Harry begin to speak optimistically of their future as ranchers and as a family. Plane demonstration due to the come to the country next year. All seems well in Beecher's Hope until Uncle yells for Charles from outside. Charles knows what's coming, so he immediately tells Harry and Ron to run into the house and lock all the doors and windows, not to come out, no matter what. After Charles, the first wave of Americans attacking from the west, Charles runs into the house to check on Harry and Ron. He again tells Harry to stay in the house. This time Harry doesn't. Harry grabs a rifle and follows Charles outside. 3 men fight the onslaught, soldier by soldier. Uncle is gunned down, but Charles and Harry continue to fight, and Ron is protecting Uncle dead body. Oh wait. Shit.
Yep. Good job.
Well, we don't know who this uncle is. It's some guy. Another wave
And-
held off. Charles gets Harry, and Ron tells them both to get to the barn. He will hold off the next imminent wave of soldiers. This time they will come from the plains to the south. The Potter's brothers hold off yet another wave of soldiers
Okay.
attacking their land.
That was weird.
Charles runs into the barn, where he knows Harry and Ron will be waiting. They are panicking, confused, and think they should all run away. Charles knows that's not possible. He knows he can't escape his past. Harry and Ron on a horse and tells them they need to ride and don't stop. It's the only way they will have a chance. Charles turns, peering between the barn doors at the last faces he will ever see. Okay. This I don't want to spoil it, but okay, it's bad. Just trust me on that.
Something bad happens. Okay.
Yes.
Harry hears the shots coming from the ranch and tells Ron to go back. They ride back to the ranch, allowing him to spur the horse continuously without being bucked off. Oh,
So
Harry and Ron-
they used horse pills.
yeah. Harry and
So
Ron arrive.
how much horsepower is that? Call back to the start of the screen. Boo!
Nice. Harry and Ron to find Charles's body in a pool of blood. Harry sees his dead grandfather and weeps in bitter sadness for his fallen family member and the life they never had. Then James Potter sees his father died by a Muggle weapon, and Ginny sees Harry cries and said that is the first time. Harry and Ron bury Charles on the property alongside Uncle. The camera zooms in to Charles's grave. His epitaph reads, "Blessed are the peacemakers." A quick fade reveals the same shot in a downpour, panning out from Charles's grave. Then Harry and Ron sing Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound, That Saved a Wretch Like Me, and that whole song. Rip Charles Potter, born ? Died September 22nd, 2001. Next time is the finale of Harry Potter and Red Dead Redemption. Remember my family.
Wait, so
I'm gonna be honest. I sort of fall asleep halfway through that.
this all. Oh, okay.
Well,
So
yeah,
Bonnie
you
McFarland
think
is still
Harry-
alive in
you
90
think
years.
Harry's gonna travel back in time? I don't think so.
How many times would they have to flip the time turner to do that? That's just
Quite a few.
yeah. Oh, hey, there's more newspapers I can buy.
Whoa there.
Oh, or not? Or yes? Okay.
Like I've completely blended the past 15 minutes of my life. No.
Well, hold
Like-
on.
Oh God, no! Oh, there's more.
In Blackwater, Harry walks into a gazebo. Then Harry said, "Are you an agent?" And Howard Sawaki says, "Yes, I sure am sure, son. Why, you ask?" And Harry said, "I am looking
Spoilers?
at Lake Don Julio. Harry got out of the stagecoach and went to a house, and Harry said, "I am looking for..." He rides for Canada and writes a letter to Ron. "Dear Ron Weasley, I found where this dunce bag is. He is hiding in Canada. I'm going to kill this guy, and I want you to go back to England. From your mate, Harry James Potter." And Harry gets Hedwig, who is still alive. And Hedwig flies to Beatrice Hope. Spoilers. And Harry looted the body and got $400 and said, "I need to go back to England." The end. Well,
What an ending.
something else.
That was a wild ride from start to finish.
Indeed.
Alright,
Other-
I'm just doing odds and ends before going to Mexico.
Other Red Dead Redemption crossovers include Congrats, My Little Pony, Naruto, Assassin's Creed, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Evil Dead, Pokemon, Scooby-Doo, James Bond, Wrestling, Disney, Half-Life, Silent Hill, Flash, Garfield. Ooh, Garfield. Check that one out.
Ooh.
Chronicles of Narnia, Grand Theft Auto, Teen Titans, Reanimator, CSI New York, Marvel Zombies, Gears 4, Big Bang Theory. Oh boy, check that out. Destroy All Humans, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Darksiders, How to Train Your Dragon, True Grit 2010, and RWBY. The Good, the Bad, and the Garfield. John Marston, John Marston teams up with Garfield to save his wife and Bonnie from Two-Eyed Jack. Alternate storyline. The Good, the Bad, and the Garfield. A Wild West story. John Marston was riding his horse around doing tricks like jumping when he got a telegraph from the sheriff. John Marston, it is horrible. Your wife, Mrs. Marston, and Bonnie were kidnapped. By Two-Eyed Jack, you must help them. Cried the sheriff with panic. In the telegraph. I will save them. Two-Eyed Jack has terrified his last terror. said John Marston with courageous valor. Good, I'm glad to be hearing this. Two-Eyed Jack is in, the author's name is Shakespeare Hemingway, by the way.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, this is at the same level, so.
Yeah, it's not too much to live up to.
Yeah. Is Two-Eyed Jack a character in this game, or did this guy just name someone over the fact that they have two eyes?
I
There's
don't.
a guy named Two-Eyed Jack,
Is
but I
there?
might be wrong.
If somebody could look that up real quick.
Good, I'm glad to be hearing this. Two-Eyed Jack is in an abandoned house on the prairie, said the sheriff with information. I will go with horsepower, yelled John Marston and rode off into. After much vigorous riding, John Marston arrived at the abandoned house where Two-Eyed Jack was hiding, holding out. Two-Eyed Jack, you better be coming out and releasing my wife and Bonnie, or else I will serve you a bullet sandwich, yelled John Marston with attitude. After John Marston yelled, hundreds of bandits surrounded him from outside. It was a trap. The sheriff then came out from the house. Haha, John Marston, I'm working for Two-Eyed Jack, and now this is your final rest stop.
Oh
Mr.
no!
Cowboy. You're for doom. Said the sheriff with an evil grin. As John Marston prepared for his final standoff, the noise of a riding horse was heard. All of a sudden, cool cowboy music was heard by all. In the distance, John Marston and the bandits saw a manly orange figure riding a rainbow horse. The horse galloped with mighty swoosh into the crowd of bandits. It is Garfield, the fattest and manliest cat in the West, said the sheriff with pitch cold fear. All the criminals gasped in awe and fear of Garfield among them. That's right, criminal scum. I am the sword of justice, and I need sharpening, roared Garfield with manly vocals as he puffed his cigarette. Garfield took his six-shooter and mowed down the criminal scum with great ease as his eyes raged with anger. Garfield, spare me. I have no choice but to help Two-Eyed Jack, begged the sheriff with crying. Here is your mercy, said Garfield as he grabbed the sheriff by his neck and threw him at a passing by cougar to be munched on.
A casual cougar. Shut up.
Thank you, Garfield, for the snack, said the cougar with gratitude as he feasted on evil flesh. Oh my god, hang on.
You know, John.